Hey guys, good morning. It's Bill from Competition Cars. So now we're going to go over the engine bay, trunk, and interior of this 15,000 mile 1983 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, one owner. And I don't have a cameraman this morning. I had to get a really early start this morning, so my guys are still in the bed sleeping. I got here around 7 o'clock or so, did a couple videos already. And I'll have Christian, my camera guy, here around lunchtime, and we're going to do some driving videos of this car, as well as another Cadillac that I have in that we're going to be posting. Should be on Bring a Trailer next week. So let's talk about what this car is. Again, 83, 15,000 miles, one owner. And I knew when I bought this car, there'd be some discussion about the HT 4100. You guys have a lot of little slick nicknames for these engines. I call it the hardly troublesome 4100. And I'm joking, because they can be troublesome. But what I want you guys to understand, and what I've come to realize over the years when I'm buying these cars, not every HT 4100 is a problem, okay? So you have a 15,000 mile car here, one owner, fully serviced, kept up nicely. And I made a point when I got this car in, some of these cars I drive a couple miles, they have such low miles on it, I don't want to add miles to them. But this one, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get flack from the crowd. So let me drive this car. We put lots of miles on this car. It went through several heat cycles, several cold starts. There's no funny noises. There's no overheating. I let the car run and idle after it got fully up to operating temperature with the air conditioning running, idling, no issues. So this engine is fine. There's not an issue whatsoever. And I suspect with 15,000 miles and the person that buys this car is probably not going to drive it a whole lot. So I don't think you have anything at all to worry about. If I didn't think it was a good engine or a good car, I wouldn't be offering it for Bring a Trailer, on Bring a Trailer, and tarnishing my reputation. So check it out. Engine bay is tidy. It looks good. It's clean. No grease, no grime. Everything looks like it should. It's got a good hood mat. Excellent condition. Okay? So I just want to get that out of the way and discuss it. And like I said, I know you guys can tell me your horror stories about how yours was a piece of garbage and all that. Sorry you had that issue, but you're not going to have the issue with this one. Keep it serviced, keep your oil changed, keep your fluids clean. GM offer those tablets. They're a crushed walnut tablet that you drop in the coolant, and it's supposed to help maintain the reliability of the engine. So there's that. Now let's walk around to the interior. Now another topic, a subject that we talked about on the thread, is the way this car is equipped. No tilt, no cruise, no Twilight Sentinel, no 8-track, no cassette. It does have dual power seats. It does have, pretty much everything else, leather and everything like that. But this car came from Potamkin Cadillac, which at the time in the 70s was one of the largest Cadillac dealers in the Northeast. And what he would do, he was actually pretty smart. He would just blow away everybody's prices on these Cadillacs, and he would order them with as few options as possible and have a price leader that he could advertise. And he was like sometimes $4,000 or $5,000 less than everybody else. So if you didn't know what you were looking at, Potamkin would have a Cadillac for $8,000 or $9,000 or $10,000 when everybody else was $14,000 or $15,000. So he was smart in that regard, as far as that goes, to get clientele in. And then you either bought that car or you got switched to a more expensive car. But at the end of the day, he got you in the door. So that was kind of a good marketing ploy. I'll show you up under the doors again. I don't do rusty cars. There's no rust or rot on this car. Light surface corrosion is one thing. A little blister here or there on a car that has original paint is another thing, or that's been repainted a long time ago. You don't have to worry about rust popping back up or surprising you. So, as I said in the other video, this is an original paint car, 100% original paint. Trunk is very tidy and very clean. All the rubber is soft and supple. And I just brought this car in. It was outside, so I had a little bit of raindrops on it, so there's still a little bit some wet in the door jambs. I wiped the car down, but lots to love about this car. A lot of IPO. I love the color combination, especially the interior. It's like a dark mocha, and it's held up very, very well. You can see the carpets are in impeccable condition. It's missing one little piece of, you know what? Let me see if it's in the car. I bet we find it at some point, but it's missing a little piece of, the little wooden piece of trim on the edge. I mentioned that the power antenna doesn't work. Everything else in this car works like it should. I do have to talk about the driver's side mirror, though. I just remembered as well. You got to remember, guys, I got a lot of cars. It's hard to keep up with everything. I'm not that old yet. I'm 55, but good gosh, man, it's hard to remember everything about every single car. So if you ever get a car and I've missed something, call me. We'll figure it out. I'm not here to hurt anybody or put a bad car on anyone, but if I ever miss something, it's just a phone call. hey, Bill, you missed this, you missed that, and we'll work it out. I'm here to have a great reputation. So let me go around. As you can see, there's nothing to really speak of on this car, but this mirror on this driver's side, it's not power, although it is heated. I'm not sure if the heat part works, but when you can see that it wants to try to work, but it's not going in the exact direction you're asking it to. And it looks like there's somebody had put some glue or something behind there maybe. So you got that. I mean, once you set it, it's fine. It doesn't like flop around while you're driving it, but we'll go over that in the driving video as well. So take a good look at the car. It's a beautiful car. It's a beautiful color. The top is in impeccable condition. You know, as we spoke about in the other video, all the chrome and the bright work looks great. There's not much to pick on this car, really. So bid all you can, guys. The car is in day 2 of the Bring a Trailer auction. Seems to be getting a lot of love. You guys love the color, seems like. And there's the dual power seats on this side. It does have power locks. So check it out, guys. Bid all you can. Any questions, put them in the comment section. Would love to answer them for you. Thanks.